If you have a job, there are three things that I know about you. Yes, I know three things about you just based on the fact that you have a job. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I'm Sean John. Welcome to the channel. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Congratulations to everybody who got into the Middleman Masterclass to build your Middleman franchise. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have a great time working together. And my goal is to get you to $10,000 a month in the first 6 months with your business on your phone from your house without doing any of the work. So I appreciate a shout out to everybody who just enrolled. And if you would like to learn how to start a business from your phone, make money from your phone by finding customers for other businesses and taking a commission to do so without doing the work, then just like Uber finds a driver, finds a rider, connects us to get paid. Uber doesn't actually drive you around. They find someone else who does it. So we don't do the work. There's companies who do the work. We just find customers for other companies. We book the customers in like 5-10 minutes. We take on average about $150 and that's it. The work goes to someone else and you can do whatever you want to do with your day, even do what I do, spend a lot of time on social media. So hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. I'm the Middleman CEO. Welcome to the channel. Listen, there are three things I know about you if you have a job, and we're going to talk about it. And it's going to be a quick video, but it's going to be very powerful, very impactful. And so get out of your feelings, let your guard down, don't be defensive, just hear me out. And I promise you, if this makes sense to you, that you're in a position that you need to make some changes. So let's talk about it. There are three things I know about you if you have a job. If you have a job, and that's your only source of income, there are three things that I know about you. What are those three things? All right, here we go. Number one, I know that you believe in your heart of hearts, whatever that is. I've always wondered, what is your heart of hearts? I don't know. Is that like double belief, triple belief? I don't know. But you believe, yes, you, and I know it, you believe that time equals money. That's the first thing you believe. You believe that you should be able to sell your time on a thing called a job for a thing called a paycheck, which is your money. You believe that you should be able to sell your time to get money. That's how you end up with a job, because a job requires time, and time is sold to the job or the highest bidder. I've done it. And there's nothing wrong with a job. Keep your job until you build a business on the side. But for now, just understand that you believe that time equals money. As long as you believe that time equals money, then whenever you're in a situation or a bind where you need to come up with more money, the only thing you're going to think about selling is your time. You're going to think about, where can I get extra hours? Can I pick up an extra shift? Can I get a second or third job? What can I do to sell my time? And essentially, you're going around saying, hey, I work Monday through Friday. I don't have any time that day, but I'm off Saturday and Sunday. Who wants to buy my Saturday and Sunday? And in a nutshell, who wants to buy my life from me? I'm willing to sell my life. If you sell your time for money, you'll never have control of your life. You'll never, ever have control of your life. And so we're gonna get into that. If you sell your time for money, number two, and just hinted on it, you will never, ever, ever, ever be free. You cannot be free. Why? Because freedom is made up of time. You've already agreed to sell that. So you will never be free because you've already agreed to sell your time. You need time to be free. So there's three types of freedoms that I think about a lot, right? Three types of freedoms I want to accomplish in my life day to day. And it's going to be, I'll put it under here, it's going to be time freedom, where I have the time to do the things I want to do. You should go after and seek time freedom, so you could do the things you want to do in your life and have the time to do it, right? Time freedom. Financial freedom. You want to have the money, because now you have the time to do a bunch of things. You want to have the money to be financially free. Financial freedom. Be financially free and buy the things you like to buy. Eat the places you like to eat, right? And the last thing, lifestyle. You want to live where you want to live, take a trip where you want to take a trip to, spend time with your family. Nobody's got to go to work. You can spend time doing whatever you don't want to do with your family because you learned how to make money without having to trade your time. By the way, I teach on that in the Middleman class, but you still should learn it on your own if you can. How, Stop. Just get out of the mindset of selling time for money. Because if you do that, you'll never be free. You'll never be free because freedom requires time, and now you sell your time, so there's no time freedom. You're not making enough, so there's no financial freedom. They're not going to give you a raise. They're going to fire you before they promote you. And lifestyle freedom, you don't control your life. You don't live where you want to live. You don't drive what you want to drive. You don't do what you want to do. And your life is not abundant. It's not, it's not the life that you were put on this earth to do. And you know it because you can feel it inside, right? And so I know, number one, that the three things I know, number one, that you believe that time equals money if you have a job. Number two, I know that you will never, ever be free. Not financially free, not time free, not lifestyle free. Very few jobs pay you enough to make even $250,000 a year. And that's not even $1 million. Very few jobs pay that, right? And number three, about you, again, number one, I know that you believe that time equals money. I know that you will never be free. And the third thing I know is that generational, I'll just put generational wealth for you and your family. Running out of room, so I'll just read it to you. Is not important. Wealth for you is not important. If it was important, then you would be looking for ways to leave this job so that you can get your time back to spend it with your family, so you can create a massive amount of wealth and take care of your future, money that'll outlive you. So the Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. That's generational. That's money that outlives you, and that's where you want to be, right? So we know, or I know, that as long as you have a job, then without even thinking about it, in your subconscious, generational wealth is not important to you. You might say it on the surface that it is, but your actions prove that it's not important to you because you keep consistently getting up, going through the same process, selling time for money. You know it's a dead end. You know it's not going to create wealth for your family. You guys are already check to check, so you're not going anywhere. You know that you will never be free because they control your time. They control how much money you make. They control where you live and what you do. Yes, they do. Oh, they don't? Who writes your paycheck then? They do? Okay, well, that paycheck controls how much time you get to do the things you want to do. Not very much. That paycheck controls how much money you make to live the life or to enjoy life and buy things you need. And then it controls your lifestyle, where you live, what school your kids go to, what do you drive, how often do you vacation, right? All those things come from your paycheck. I told you, as long as you have a job and a paycheck, you'll never be free. As you'll always believe that time equals money because that's the only way you know how to make money. And that's not the only way, but that's the only way you know, right? And then you'll never create generational wealth for your family. So if anything happens to you, you're not going to pass down anything to them. Sure, you have a good credit score. They can't do anything with that. Sure, you have a decent job. They can't inherit that. So my question is, what are you going to do differently to change your life? Again, generational wealth is not important to you. But Sean, it is important to me because I can hear you now. If it was important to you, you would change this. You say it's important to you, but your actions say otherwise. So I believe in what I see more than what you say. Does that make sense? And we all should be that way, especially with banks and stuff like that, right? So just understand this. You'll always believe time equals money. So you'll be willing to sell all your time to make a little bit of money. You'll never be free because the paycheck and the job's going to control your time. Oh, you thought you could be off today? No. We need you to, we bought that time from you. You got to be at work. You don't feel good? It's too bad. Little Johnny's hurt? Too bad. You got to be here. See, you don't control your time. My money. Hey, we're not making enough. I need to make a little more money. No. Go do your job. You agreed to this, and this is what we pay you. Lifestyle. Man, we are not in the best spot. We don't feel safe in this neighborhood. We would love to move. Does your check say you can move? No. Well, that's where you are. And lastly, generational wealth. So what are you building, or what are you planning to leave behind for those that come after you and those that come after them? So you don't believe generational wealth is important. Sure, you say it is, but again, look at the actions. They prove otherwise. So hit subscribe, hit thumbs up if you got any value from this. Again, if you want to learn how to start your own middleman business by booking customers, taking deposit, dispatching to work, put the word middleman in the link below. Get an invite to the free live training. Let me change your life, teaching you how to use your phone to make money. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, guys. And let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.